A heat pump works by directly transferring thermal energy from the exterior of a building to the interior, or vice versa, to heat or cool a space. This is accomplished by running a liquid refrigerant through a series of reversible coils, which carry energy from either the exterior or interior air through an air handler, which pumps air from a building over the coils. The air is then passed through a series of ducts back into the building. For example, when it's warm outside, the compressor receives the cold refrigerant and pumps it through the reversing valve to circulate through exchanging coils in and out of the home, moving heat away. When it's cold outside, the heat pump conducts the outside heat into the system, reversing the process and heating the interior air more efficiently than standard HVAC systems. There are two main types of heat pumps. The first being air source, which transfers thermal energy from the air into the air of a building. The second type being ground or water source heat pumps, which transfer heat from or to the ground or nearby water source. Heat pumps are generally used in residential buildings.
There are many pros that come with using a heat pump. The main one is reduced energy costs. Because heat pumps move heat using a small amount of electrical energy compared to a conventional furnace, they actually deliver more heat energy to the home based on the amount of electrical energy required to move the heat. This makes them very efficient when heating a building. However, a heat pump does cost more to install than a traditional electrical system and does not work very well in weather below freezing because at that point the heat pump has to work much harder to generate the same amount of heat.
In 1857, Peter von Rittinger developed and built the first heat pump. About 100 years later, John Sumner developed the first water-sourced heat pump. 3 years after that, Robert C. Weber is credited for building the first geothermal heat pump. The cost of heat pumps are exponentially less than traditional methods. Annually, a geothermal heat pump can cost $259, and an air-sourced heat pump can cost $501 on average, whereas a wood stove would cost almost over $1,000 and a pellet stove would cost about $722.